What is Lacan's view of the Oedipus complex? Have you ever wondered how our early relationships shape who we are? One fascinating perspective comes from Jacques Lacan, a French psychoanalyst who reinterpreted the Oedipus complex. This concept, initially introduced by Sigmund Freud, has deep roots in psychoanalytic theory and is named after the tragic figure Oedipus from Greek mythology. Oedipus unknowingly killed his father and married his mother, which raises complex questions about desire and identity. Lacan takes Freud's ideas and shifts the focus from just sexual desire to a broader conflict involving desire and the symbolic order. For Lacan, the Oedipus complex is not merely about a child's unconscious sexual feelings for the opposite-sex parent and rivalry with the same-sex parent. Instead, he introduces a triangular structure where the father plays a key role in establishing the symbolic order. This order includes rules, norms, and language that influence the relationship between the mother and child. In this triangular structure, the father, or the ne of the father, represents law and authority. This figure disrupts the child's desire for the mother, introducing the concept of the phallus. The phallus is not a physical object but a symbolic representation of power and authority, representing the unattainable object of desire and the signifier of lack. Lacan describes the Oedipus complex in 3 logical stages. The first stage is the enigma of the mother's desire. Here, the child realizes that the mother's desire is directed towards the father. This realization introduces the idea of the imaginary phallus, which the child believes the father possesses. The second stage is the intervention of the imaginary father. In this stage, the father imposes the law, denying the child access to the mother and symbolically castrating her by denying her access to the phallic object. This intervention transforms the relationship between the mother and child into a triangular one. The third stage is the real father. The child comes to understand that the real father possesses the phallus and cannot be competed with. This realization allows the child to identify with the father and enter the symbolic order, forming the superego. Lacan's interpretation of the Oedipus complex highlights the importance of language and symbolic structures in shaping human desire and identity. This perspective aligns with post-structuralist views that stress the power of language and cultural norms in defining reality. Lacan's work challenges traditional ideas of identity and subjectivity, positioning the Oedipus complex as a key moment in a child's transition from the imaginary to the symbolic order. His views have had a lasting impact on psychoanalytic theory and practice, particularly in addressing issues of desire, identity, and the role of the symbolic in shaping human experience. Lacan's work continues to influence contemporary thought in psychology, philosophy, and cultural studies, reflecting the ongoing relevance of European philosophical traditions in understanding human behavior and society.